welcome back. We're here to finish up with Dr. Thomas Allardyce, and Doc, I want to get right into it. You told us early on in the show that rotator cuff surgery is primarily unsuccessful. So why do people go through it?
It is unsuccessful, again, if you're doing MRIs or doing ultrasounds to assess the repair. The repair fails a lot, but it's successful in restoring function by eliminating pain and allowing people to get their motion back. And that's probably because when you do rotator cuff surgery, you're not just repairing the rotator cuff, you're also taking out the inflamed bursa, all the inflamed and necrotic or dead tissue that occurs with the age-related degenerative process, and probably some of these things we call inflammatory mediators that are in and around the rotator cuff and the bone. So the whole operation does help in restoring a person's life back to normal shoulder function, elimination of pain, and normal motion, even though the cuff repair can be unsuccessful up to half cases.
The last question I have before we have to close up is this. Does the success of the surgery depend in any way upon either age or gender?
Well, by and large, you shouldn't see rotator cuff tears in people under 40. Those natural history studies, the one we talked about earlier, if you're under 40, you really shouldn't have a rotator cuff tear. So by and large, rotator cuff surgery is done in people, say, above 50. And so therefore, if you look at it from that standpoint, most people are up in age, and they have underlying comorbidities. So those underlying comorbidities that come with age can affect outcome.
I want to thank you for coming on with us again. I hope that we can call upon you in the future to come and teach us a little bit more medicine. And I really hope our audience has learned something this morning.
Gerard, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome. And thank you for joining us here this week on You Be the Judge. Next week we will be joined by another guest from the local area who will be telling us about their particular expertise. So please join us here on You Be the Judge.